Hey everybody, this is Brian, head tutor from Score Beyond, coming at you from Score Beyond headquarters in an abnormally drizzy Menlo Park. Let's take a look at this ACT math question. Now this question is about a tent, although essentially it's about a cross-section of the tent which forms a triangle, as you can see underneath the question. The question itself is asking what is the height of this tent, so we're actually interested in finding the height of this triangle. You might notice that two sides of the triangle are the same, 5 feet and 5 feet. That means that this triangle is an isosceles triangle. To find the height, let's drop down a dotted line here for our altitude, which is also the height. In order for it to be the height, it has to be perpendicular to the base. Since we have an isosceles triangle, when we drop a height down to the base, the side that isn't isosceles, it's not the same as the other two, we basically split that side in half. So the base is now split into 4 feet and 4 feet. To find the height, now we just have to use Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are the two smaller sides and c is the hypotenuse. Since we have to use Pythagorean theorem on a right triangle, let's focus on half of our full triangle that we created when we dropped the height down. That half of the triangle is going to be a right triangle. So we know the hypotenuse is 5, and we know the base is 4, but the height we do not know. So let's use the Pythagorean theorem equation above and plug in what we know. We know that the hypotenuse is 5, so we'll have 5 for C, and we know that the base is 4, so we'll put in 4 for B, and we don't know A, or in this case H for height, so we'll just put H squared. From here you just need to solve for H. 5 squared is 25, 4 squared is 16, we still have H squared. Take away 16 from both sides, and we should get H squared equals 9. To find H by itself, square root both sides, and you should get that H equals 3. So the height of the tent should be 3 feet, which is answer A. Okay, there you go. A pretty straightforward triangle question from the ACT math section. You'll be asked to use the Pythagorean theorem quite often for triangle questions on the ACT and the SAT. So if you want help with questions that use the Pythagorean theorem, scroll to the bottom of the screen, tap the tutoring button, or scroll to the bottom of the page if you're reading on our blog and hit the tutoring icon at the bottom there. Our tutors can help you master any triangle question on these tests, including the ones with Pythagorean theorem. Until next time, have a good one.